My name is Adrienne. I'm running for state representative in the 154th legislative district in the state of Pennsylvania. That's Cheltenham, Jenkintown, and Springfield. And I'd like to say that I am 100% in favor of completely legalized adult cannabis use. Not just medical cannabis use, but adult cannabis use. And I want to take a minute, wearing my sociology professor hat, to talk about why cannabis is illegal and why that's so catastrophically bad for our society. In the 1920s, when black and white jazz musicians were beginning to perform together, this was, for a racist society, very distressing. And one of the ways that black musicians and black society as a whole could be harassed was by going after their recreational drug, which was cannabis. Alcohol is the great white Anglo-Saxon Protestant drug, and cannabis was culturally more likely to be used by people of African ancestry. The other thing that was happening at that time was that we had the failed experiment of alcohol prohibition. And when we realized that was a mistake and prohibition was dismantled, this law enforcement momentum was then turned on cannabis as the next thing to go after. So prior to that, cannabis had been legal. So now we fast forward to the Vietnam War and the war protest, and we now have audio tapes from Richard Nixon saying that he wanted to discredit the war protesters. And the argument went like this: hippies and peaceniks and war protesters associate with people of African ancestry, and their predominant drug is cannabis. So let's have a war on drugs, go after blacks, and therefore associate the war protesters with criminality. And this is a common historical theme, that people of African ancestry are stereotyped as dangerous and criminal. And then we had the war on drugs under Ronald Reagan. So this has led to catastrophic problems. We now have mass incarceration as a result of the war on drugs. There is no evidence that cannabis is dangerous for people. More people die from alcohol-related drugs than all other illicit drug use combined. It is bad policy and bad leadership for adult cannabis use to be illegal, and we need to dismantle those bad laws. Please vote for Adrienne, April 28th.